Yes, I know I'm sitting in my passenger seat because it has better lighting, because my driver's seat was just not hitting with the lighting. So here we are, passenger seat vibes.
Another banger. Make a phone, make a phone, 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 make a phone, make a keep a deep phone, 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 your body.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Deerenee's The OT Chronicles. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know those big three things for me: hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then make sure you leave me a comment down below. I love interacting with all of you. So yeah, we're gonna get started into today's video. All right, so today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna take you with me to fieldwork. Currently, I'm standing in front of my door. I'm about to leave. My commute to fieldwork is about an hour and 15 minutes, so I have to get on the road soon. But I wanted to kind of check in, update you all on what we're going to be doing today. I'm also going to be talking and giving you some tips on basically how to get shadowing or observation hours for occupational therapy. When we kind of get in different points, I don't know, throughout the day, I'll kind of pop in and give you a tip. I have 5 tips for you today, so make sure you stay tuned and see all of my 5 tips so you can be successful during the COVID times of getting observation hours. All right, hi everyone. I am back. I'm in my car. I'm warming up my car. So what we're going to be doing right now is giving you tip number 1. Yes, I know I'm sitting in my passenger seat because it has better lighting, because my driver's seat was just not hitting with the lighting. So here we are, passenger seat vibes. Okay, so tip number 1 for gaining shadowing or observation hours basically during a pandemic is to do your research. Do your research on the facilities in your area, but then also you want to do your research to see if those facilities are able to do online observation hours. So basically, a lot of us right now are doing telehealth. I'm doing telehealth. I'm actually doing like a hybrid for fieldwork. So some of my students I see via the computer, and some of my students I see in person. So basically, you may be able to do the same and still gain your observation hours, but you won't know that if you don't do the research. So tip number 1 is to do the research and basically see, are the facilities around you open? Are they able to do in-person observation hours? Or can you do online or virtual observation hours? All right, so that's tip number 1, and I'll see you when I have tip number 2. All right, I am back, y'all. I just made it to my fieldwork placement. So before I go in and start my day, I'm gonna give you tip 2, which is to basically start cold calling, or we can say cold emailing to facilities. You're not gonna be able to kind of get observation hours if you're not going to talk to anybody. So after you do your research, now you're going to basically start emailing OTs, but always make it professional. Tell them that you're a student, you're interested in OT, and you just need some observation hours. You want to figure out if OT is the route for you. And I'm telling you, either the OT will be like, sure, like, let's see what we can do, or the OT may say no, but you may not know, like, unless you try. So I really feel like everyone needs to start cold emailing or cold calling. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there and just basically taking your life into your own hands. If you want to get those observation hours, you need to start emailing and you need to start calling facilities. That is the way to sit here and get your shadowing hours or observation hours. All right, y'all, I will either see you at lunch or whenever I get a free spare moment. So bye. All right, so that last clip that I just showed you was basically the Peabody. Now, the Peabody is an evaluation that we use for students. There's a certain age limit, and I just kind of wanted to show you just a little snippet of it because the Peabody is an evaluation that we use all the time in pediatric OT, and it's something that I think is pretty cool. It's pretty dope. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of working on some Peabody stuff today. So, yeah. That is my day for right now. All right, hi everyone. I'm looking sweaty and gross, but we are here for tip number 3. So, tip number 3 on shadowing hours or observation hours, it's going to be to go to AOTA's website or go to your state's website. So for me, it's going to be NJOTA, and see what they have on basically observation hours. They also may have a registry for registered OTs. If they don't have it on those websites, you can go ahead and use Google. Google has the legally licensed OTRs list for your state, for your county, and then kind of start going through those lists and start cold calling and emailing and basically getting your name out there, because listen, you need those observation hours. So yeah, that's tip number 3, and I'll see you back for tip number 4. All right, hi everyone, I am back. I am done field work. It is 4:45. I got here at like 10 something. No, 10 o'clock actually, 10 o'clock. So from 10 o'clock to 4:45, which usually isn't my schedule, but today it was. So yeah, we're gonna do tip number 4. We finished field work for the day. Tip number 4 for shadowing / observation hours, how to get them during COVID, is basically you're gonna search social media for OTs in your area. So for some of you that are following me on Instagram, if you aren't, I'll put that on the screen, honey. What are you doing? Join the OT family on my IG. But you're gonna search OT basically on Instagram, Twitter, social media, whatever you wanna do, Google, and try to find OTs in your areas, social medias. Try to DM them, try to reach out to them that way, comment on their posts, things like that, just to get their attention. So maybe it's like helpful for you to kind of be like, I'm interested in OT. I'm not saying blow anybody's spot up. I'm also not saying to basically bombard their DMs, but like just be nice about it, be chill about it, be like, hey, like I'm an OT student, or I'm someone who's looking to pursue OT. I was just wondering if you were or know any companies, or if you personally were taking students for observation hours. Very simple, very sweet, to the point. But I know that it has worked in the past for people that I've spoken to. So I'm giving y'all that little gem as well. So that is tip number 4. All right, hi everyone. I am back home. This is the end of the video. I'm giving you my last tip, which is tip number 5. So tip number 5 is basically do not give up when you get a response that is a no. That is like the worst response that any OT can give you for basically shadowing or observation hours. It's not the end of the world. I'm telling you, some OT somewhere is going to let you observe them, is going to let you shadow them. Do not give up on your journey. Continue to keep going. Continue to reach out to other OTs and use those previous tips that I stated so that you basically get as many observation hours as you need. Observational hours are so important, and they change for basically every occupational therapy program. So when I say do your research, which was tip number 1, you need to figure out how many hours that you're going to need. For me, to apply to 4 schools, I basically did 82 hours. You don't have to do 82 hours, but that's what I personally did. So yeah, that is the end of today's video. I've had a very long day, but I'm excited for the weekend. And so I just wanted to thank you all for watching this video and subscribing and joining the OT fam. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Those big 3 things for me. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. All right, bye.
Another banger. Make a phone,